Welcome to Candleside Gaslighting, where lying is encouraged and the truth is confusing. I'm your host, Shakota, and today we got Dane awake on the podcast.
Yo.
So we will be seeing if we can gaslight him. So today Dane will be listening and questioning 4 different stories that we will tell him. 3 real and 1 fake. Okay?
Isn't that more than usual?
Yeah, it's 1 more than usual.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, there's 4 of us.
Good luck, you're playing hard mode. New game plus.
But you haven't beaten the game one time, dude. Come on.
He's just good. He's just that good. Right?
I mean, I usually start out on rookie mode. So.
When
You're
it's
in for a
like,
treat.
when
Yeah.
it's like
So you
mega
play on
sissy
one
mode.
line of truths, right?
Yeah.
That's your normal, like...
Alright. So Dane has to use his detective skills. Think you can do that?
I was once Professor Plum.
Let's go ahead and get into it. So light your favorite candle and join us by the candleside for a journey of fact and fiction. So for today's episode, like I said, there'll be 4 stories that we consider to be a little embarrassing. They will be personal stories to each of us, so we're going to find out if Dane already knows these as we're telling them. So that'll be fun to see if he's heard them or thought he heard them a certain way. Yeah, there's no way. But before we get started, we just want to remind you that we do still have our Google form up and linked for future episodes. If you haven't given us a story yet, or if you would like to, just go ahead and put one in there. We'll use it for special episodes or just some future episodes for fun if we decide to. So go ahead and add a story because it would be featured. We'd appreciate it if you guys became patrons. We have a Patreon up and ready. We'll be putting out content on there soon. So if you go ahead and become a patron, then you'll get exclusive content from us. Hopefully there'll be some fun things on there. It's only $5 to join, so that would help us out. And it's only -1 coffee, so you'll be okay. Today we have, I think it's blood orange. I think that's the scent.
It says happiness on the front.
Blood orange zest.
I got this at
I'm so sorry.
Go!
burp count 1. We gotta start a burp count. Anyways. I got that at 5 Below. I should have got more because I really like it. It smells really good. And we've burned it a lot, and it's not even halfway down. So kudos to 5 Below.
If you may have noticed, if you're watching the video, we're doing a test run of having Pops join us on the podcast. Confirmed we'll start season 1. But today, the test run, we have both 10-inch figures. This is The Thing, and that is Zombie the Thing. They're both bobbleheads. So you'll see just how much we can't sit still because their heads will be bobbling.
Okay, so now that we have everything ready, we're going to go ahead and go into our first story. I think Kyle's going to go first.
Yeah, I think that's what I was directed to do.
Yeah, Kyle was told to go first.
I mean, this is totally me wanting to go first, and it's my full free will. So, my story is a story of terror, pain,
No, he's right.
fear. So, not too long ago, I was in the bathroom, doing my thing. Not eventful at all. Then, I go to flush. Nothing happens. Nothing goes down. Sitting there like, huh. Okay. Flush again. Wasn't a double flusher. I'm like, okay. Calm down. I'm sure the 3rd time, it'll go. Does it? No. So I'm sitting there just racking my brain like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this to go down? So, going through my head of possible solutions to this, I go, okay, I think the thing I need to do is break it up. I need to separate it some. Smaller chunks, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
And, of course, I'm not going to reach for, like, a fork or something that someone has to wash. I come out of the bathroom, I walk into the living room. Shakota's right there, and I say, look, do we have disposable chopsticks? First thing that comes to mind. Because I know there's no plastic forks or spoons or plastic knives, any of that. We don't have any of that right now. And I know that. The only chopsticks I know for sure we have are the reusable ones. So, I go to the kitchen after this big gamble looking for some chopsticks. I find the only disposable set of chopsticks we have. And I go back in there. I break it up. Then it flushed.
Do you need like a hammer and chisel?
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that kind of operation.
Hey guys, so we just wanted to interrupt to talk to you guys about something that we are very excited about.
For all you Marvel fans out there, we are excited to say that Spider-Man No Way Home is now available on Amazon in both digital and physical formats.
We saw this movie twice when it came out, and we couldn't wait for it to finally be available to buy.
So if you haven't seen it yet, or just want to own a copy, it would help both us and Amazon out if you bought through one of our links. All you have to do is click our link and add the movie into your cart.
You can also do any other shopping that you may need to get done under our link, and that will also help us out.
We hope you enjoy Spider-Man No Way Home as much as we did.
You are listening to Candleside Gaslighting, where you journey through fact and fiction.
My story isn't that recent, but it's still quite present.
Wait.
This
Okay.
is something that's near and dear to my heart now. It's really become a core lore memory for me. It's the potato salad incident. So it was summertime, family bonding, I guess is what we would say. We were going camping together, and hungry little boy I am, I bought potato salad because I love potato salad at Walmart the night before, and so I put it in the fridge, and I was like, okay, bet, this will be my breakfast, so I stuck it in the car as we were about to leave, but then it took like another hour or something to finish packing because paranoia or something, or she's double checking things, or whatever's happening, and so I get in the car, and I'm like, it hasn't been that long, so I finished the potato salad, I'm not thinking anything about it, and I'm like, that probably wasn't the best idea, but it's okay, it's fine. It's whatever. And so, an hour or two goes by, we're sitting around, we're doing stuff. I fill a gallon jug of water with some, energy drink stuff, which was another bad idea. Was chugging that, living my best life, making a trident this whole time, too. That's not even a lie. And then we get halfway there.
It is a lie, because it wasn't a trident.
It was a pentadent. I'm sorry. Okay. I didn't want to explain that. And then, as we're, pulling up to the campsite, I just uncontrollably start vomiting and just everywhere. It was so funny. The first one was great because it was kind of how the car wash and you see the windows and it's what's all that fun stuff. The fun stuff was potatoes going on the back of the car. So then we pull in and I'm like, guys, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark and all that. And so I take off my shirt and I start scrubbing the side of the car and I lean over I throw up again. And I'm like, it's whatever. Okay, I can tough it out. I chug a Gatorade. I sit down. Not it. Blech. I struggle through the whole day, and it's just not happening. I'm like, guys, please take me home. I need to go to bed. Sleep it off. And they're like, we drove 2 hours. And I'm like, well, it's that or the ER probably. So we go home, and halfway there, I cannot take it. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna shit my pants. The poop flood is going to happen. Instead of the rains down in Africa or whatever, it's the rains down under, if you get what I mean. So we stop at a Walmart in some place, I don't know, and I run over inside, and I try to make it, but I don't. I throw up again in the Walmart aisles. I haven't put my pants yet though. And I get to the door of the it's not the stall door, but it's the bathroom door, and I get there and I poop my pants. It is what it is. Not my proudest moment. I have no shame. the Walmart workers don't know any better. But then when I have like my soggy drawers on, I go to the toilet and I'm about to like go poop, but I'm like, nah, that's not gonna happen. And so I go back over to throw up some more of just like pure bile and water or pills or whatever. And then I'm like, oh no, hold up. I still need to poop. And so like mid turnaround, I also shit again, like all over the back of the wall in the toilet. And I felt so bad. And I just left and I was dying more the whole time with some moist trousers and finally got home eventually. After throwing up a total of like 18 times in one day.
It's more than that.
Probably. It was some of the most pain I felt ever, but don't eat potato salad if it's not in good condition.
I'm going to tell my story, which is not really that eventful or good, but it's a story. So, back in high school, before Josh and I started dating, like probably a few weeks before we started dating, because football season already started, and I don't fucking know what month it was, but it was a month, and I had my cheer uniform on, and we were in the old theater building, which is now torn down.
Sad.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Anyways, we were in that building, and Josh and I were, like, awkward at that point. Like, we were friends, we hung out, we, talked and, like, pretended that we, like, wanted to be together. I don't know, it was weird. Anyways, we were talking, as the kids call it.
Someone was talking, someone wasn't listening very hard.
Shut the hell up. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We've been together for like 6 years, so you're fine. But one of the cheerleaders on my squad, who's also hanging out with us, we were, I don't know what the fuck we were doing or why we were doing it, but I jumped on her back, okay, and I liked Josh, so this was a weird, like, this was so embarrassing, but I really liked Josh. I jumped on my friend's back, and I farted so loud, that it was, like, I tried to pretend it was not me. I was one of those people at the time, and it was so obviously me, and I'm pretty sure I turned, like, cherry red, because, like, I turned red, like, this, like, my shirt color. That's pretty much it. It was really embarrassing. I turned red. We didn't go through that awkward phase of like, oh my gosh, I can't fart in front of you. So like, I guess that was good.
And now I just get barraged with it every time. Okay, Dane, thoughts about that story?
I mean, sounds pretty legit. Jack do be farting.
All right, that's my story. Dane said it wasn't a cap, so that's cool.
All right.
Josh's turn.
This is a story about shame, regret, and failure.
Cap. You be winning, my boy.
Oh.
Let me tell you the story
Wholesome.
first.
This is the biggest L.
So, this
Take L's yours, boy.
this incident, like a couple of them before, not Shakota's, that happened like almost 6 years ago. But Jerry's and Kyle's happened in the recent past. This story
Remember when?
is far more recent than any of their story. Like this week.
Like Thursday.
Like I said, this is a story of shame, failure, and regret. I woke up this day, and my stomach was not feeling the greatest. And I was like, okay, that sucks. That's usually what happens. My tummy's a little upset. Okay. And I, as a person who already has an irregular bowel movement schedule, this time, it was 5 minutes before I had to be at work. But I texted my boss and said, hey, I'm going to be a little late. And in that moment, I had no idea just how late I was going to be. I thought, maybe 5 minutes, I'd probably be there. I was dead wrong. I got to the bathroom, hurrying, because a storm was brewing, and I could feel it. As I am sitting down to do the deed, over the toilet, cheeks not fully yet on the toilet seat, there was. I hadn't made it. All the way down, we did not have touchdown. So, me being worried for what I might see if I were to check what had happened, I just continued and finished my business. And when I went to wrap up, maybe or maybe not forgetting what I had done when I got there, I realized I had made a mess. Not only that, I had been sitting in it for 5 to 10 minutes. So, in that moment, I realized, yo, I gotta take a shower real quick. But first, there's some business to clean up off the toilet. It was all over the back of the toilet seat.
Mans be pooping.
Glasses are no longer on.
Mans be pooping.
So yeah.
Kyle took the glasses off.
Anyways, yes, I clean up the mess, and I didn't realize just how much damage I had done. Because after I cleaned up and went to work, I got a Snapchat from my good pal Jerry over there. He said, and I quote, "Hey yo, do you know why the toilet seat is beige?" I didn't see this message until 3 hours later, and I decided to not respond. It is only until a couple hours after I got home from work that I had revealed my crimes to Shakota. She then proceeds to go to the restroom. Okay, she goes to the restroom before I revealed my crimes. She said, "Why is the toilet seat orange?" It's this color.
It's like orange.
Wait, what you say? Is this color or that?
It's more. It's more.
It's
that.
this color.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
more
getting
that
closer to here, though.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
getting a little
But
lighter.
that first date, yeah.
I feel like I
bright
need to
ass
clarify.
orange.
I did clean everything. It
Or
was all
even-
clean.
It's not that
It was
bad.
close.
It's not
It
that
was
bad.
close.
It was not this bad.
It's not that bad.
I'm glad we have a color palette to choose from.
Yeah. Good thinking.
Anyways,
Oompa
Shakota returns
Loompa.
from the
I
Tails.
compared it to an Oompa
Tails.
Loompa.
Tails. I'm going with tails. Sorry.
I compared it to an Oompa Loompa. Oompa
That's
Loompa
true.
toilet.
Regardless, I had not yet confessed my crimes to Shakota. But she goes to the restroom and comes out and says, "Why is the toilet seat orange?
Sheep.
Why is the toilet seat orange?" And I said, "Well, you remember when I went to the restroom when we were getting ready to go to work and you said, 'Did I forget to flush because you heard a noise?' Yeah, I didn't make it down all the way." Yeah, so anyways, without going into too much detail, Shakota later exposes me to my roommates and her mother,
Yeah.
and now I expose myself to you.
We
Yeah.
appreciate.
It's such a good story.
you're
It's
so
funny.
funny.
We're
You're
gonna have
very
to get a
brave.
new toilet seat.
I did have to.
We bleached
I did have to
it.
change shorts to go to work. So
And shower a little bit.
And
Please
shower
tell
a
them
little
you
bit,
showered. Did you tell
I
them that?
said
Yeah,
that.
he said that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
clean. He's clean. And the toilet seat's clean. We bleached it like 3 times. And nothing's coming off.
It
I
does
don't-
not come up.
Yeah,
It
is
doesn't
this
look like
now,
shit.
So why it is stained, because I did clean it, is because I made that fateful decision to not check.
Yeah.
So now our toilet seat is permanently scarred because of my misdeeds.
So which story do you think is the lie out of those?
Well, they were all pretty shitty.
Yeah, this is a pretty shitty episode.
Everybody.
Well,
feel
I'm
shitty.
surprised that I haven't heard Josh's story yet, but I did go to the bathroom right before the episode, and it was a different color.
Damn.
You weren't allowed to go to the bathroom, okay, Dave? Fuck.
Damn.
So, it sounds pretty legit. I fact checked, and I didn't even know it.
Checked.
Shaq do be farting. I've heard some of the, what was it, potato salad?
The potato salad saga.
Saga, yes.
It was a full day.
yes.
The soggy saga.
Yeah.
And Kyle?
Yeah.
chopsticks. That was the first thing that came to your mind.
Well, yeah. They're disposable.
A story that included a lot of detail, like maybe too much detail, was Jerry's to me.
I do love details.
I know you do. I know you do. And you
That's
ramble.
that's what makes a good story. It's true.
But, and I know some of the potato salad saga. I know a lot of that did happen. But what really set me off was the shit on the wall. I just wasn't buying that. I'm going to go with that part of Jerry's story.
You think that part is fake?
I do. That's some projectile shit.
Do I tell him?
Yeah, you can tell him.
That part of the story is true.
Fucking way. That part was real?
That part's real.
Like the part that was real.
That part's real. I was the gaslighter, but it wasn't that part.
What the fuck?
I did
what
not.
part was it?
I didn't shit my pants. I made it to the toilet every time, except I didn't get all the way.
I think that's all we have for today's episode.
Oh, hold on. I have another embarrassing story.
Later.
Socks don't match.
Oh yeah, Kyle's socks don't match today.
I can't even tell.
Thank you for tuning in to Candleside Gaslighting with your host, Shakota. Joined by Josh, Dane, Jerry, Kyle. We will be starting season 1. Once again, I'm going to remind you guys that we're starting season 1 in June. I will put up on the social media when that'll happen, so just stay tuned for that. I'm sorry if Kyle's making you uncomfortable at the moment as well. He makes me uncomfortable, so
every day.
So just don't worry about him staring into your soul. Anyways, so go ahead and follow us on all of our social media. That will all be linked below. Once again, we have a Patreon that's only $5. So go ahead and become a patron so you can get exclusive content. Once again, this has been Candleside Gaslighting, where lying is encouraged and the truth is confusing. Don't forget to blow out your candle. Dane has to blow out the candle.